Alright, hey patrons, I wanted to do some patron-only content on this song, and this will help you read all my DAA tabs that I've got written. It came to my attention that some people were having a hard time reading the standard tabs, and I also had a bunch of people talking about strumming, and that they were having issues with fluidity and strumming and things like that. So I just thought the perfect thing to do would be to get into DAA tuning, which that is the strummer's tuning, okay? You have got to be consistent and got to be fluid with it in that tuning, in that note or drone style for it to sound good, okay? So I've written a bunch of tabs. I think I've got over 20 now in the DAA tuning. And I've written them in a format of just the numbers, okay? So you'll see, I'll pop it up here, but you'll see the bracket, and those brackets represent our measures, okay? So the brackets are our measures, and in each measure are our notes, okay? And you'll see like 3, which would be your 3rd fret of your melody string, 5, which would be the 5th fret of your melody string, and you're to strum all the strings. When it says 3, you strum all the strings, but you press down the 3rd fret of that melody string. Okay? And for those who aren't familiar with their numbers yet and aren't that fast with it, what you can do is you can just take some of those sticky notes and just cut them, or you can get those book tab ones that are small, and you just stick one down and you put 3, 4, 5, you just stick them down. And I've got that on my cardboard Dulcimer for my daughter so she can play and just look at the numbers and go. But we're going to work on a bunch of different strumming styles doing this. And one thing that you'll see in the tabs also is you'll see there will be a break. And what I mean by a break is you'll have rests. So let's say we're playing Nothing But the Blood here, okay? So we've got we've got one measure there, I believe, in the first line that says 5, 7, 5. Okay, so it's only got 3 notes there in that measure, but we know we're going to be taking up 4 beats. Okay, so that means there's a rest there. So some of them you'll see, like I think you've got a 4 and a 3. And that means you've got a rest there on beats 2 and 4, okay? So that's just, you'll see those spaces, and that's what that means in my tab. Now, as you move up, you can play through those spaces with just more strumming, okay? So let's say you've got a space between your 4 and your 3 there, like you see in that tab. Okay, so what we would do is we would do 4, 4, 3, 3. Okay, instead of the 4 pause, 3 pause. So we'd go. Does that make sense to you? That can be an out strum or it can be an out in. Okay? It can be an out strum. It can be a out in, like a down down up. Okay, that was that 4, 3. And I'm going to move the camera now so we can talk about it, okay? So let's look on the tab there. I'll see if I can fit it on the screen. Let's see. See if I can fit it on the screen for you. But let's look there at where it's got 4 space 3 space. All right? So how we can play that is we can do 4, 4, 3, 3. That's one way. Here's another way with the down, down, up. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to play through the song here so you can understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to play through it regular first with the pauses in there, and then I'm going to build it up. See those pauses? Now you can see there was a bunch of pauses there. I just played the first two lines there. I believe that was the first two lines. I didn't play that second part because I feel like I illustrated to you there the pauses. Okay, so if we want to fill in those pauses, here's what we could do. Let me just play this for you and you listen. Okay, that was using the down, down, up. All right. Another thing you can do is we've got that quick, right? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, I was just doing all out strums there. But when we've got extra notes in that measure, where it goes 3, 3, 4, 5, there's an extra note in there. That means that 4 is quick. It's a quick note. One thing you can do is hit that melody on your end strum. So out, out, in, out, 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 out. I'll do that again. Out, out, in, out, 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 out. Now see, in our regular chord melody style of DAD that I like to play, I like to play the DAA as well, but my most favorite way to play is the chord melody style. And I almost never have a backstroke as a melody note. Okay, I almost never do. But in this DAA tuning, a lot of things are fast. Okay, so it's not uncommon to have that. I'll do it again. Out, out, in, out, 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 out. I hope that makes sense to you there. So one of your most common strumming patterns that you're going to find is the out, out, in. Okay? And you'll use that with a lot of different things. Now, one thing I want to say about the first measure there. It's got 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5. Okay, so the first measure is 3, 3, 3, 4. Now, we can do a backstroke there. Out, out, in, out. So we're just finding something that fills in the space there between those measures. So I hope that it helped to explain how those tabs are written there. So for those pauses that you see, you can play it with the pause. Or you can add in strums in the pause. You can also do air strumming to get back. Another thing you can do is count. Okay, so let's say that first measure, we've got 3, 3, 4, right? Right? That's our first measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Here's another way to count that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? Listen to that. When I'm doing the down, down, up, I'm just taking out some of those ands. I hope that made sense. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So all my numbered beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me, are out strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, now I can do that down, down, up here. Now, where was I doing the down, down, up? I was only doing the down, down, ups when I had a pause there. Now, where was I doing the down, down, ups? I did them in two different places. I did them at the beginning where I had 3 of the 3rd fret. And I did them everywhere there was a pause, a space, right? Alright, so I'm going to play it through just using the notes there, no strumming, just those melody notes, and you'll see where those pauses are in the measure. Okay, now we'll strum. Now see how I filled those pauses, and I just strummed an additional 5 when we went, and then we went 4, 4, 3, 3. Okay, so whenever you see that pause, you can fill in the space with strumming. Sometimes that helps people with their count and being on the beat. Sometimes it's hard for people to figure out that pause. So I sort of wanted to take a minute and show you that. And that basically shows you how to read all my tab that I've got written like that. And the only reason I wrote them like that was because I did have some people who were having difficulty and just didn't want to read the tablature the way I have it written, where it's the 3 strings. And that doesn't mean you can't play. You can still use tab like that. And there's DAA and DAD tab that will be coming on all this stuff. I don't know if I'll do DAD tab on this. You can play Noter Drone style in DAD tuning as well. And I even have my song Chicken for Supper in there, which I have the DAD tuning tab there, but I also have the DAA for you. But anyway, let me move the camera back. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that, patrons. If you still have questions about how the tab is written, how to use it, how to add strums to it, anything like that, leave them down below and I'll help you out. That's what I'm here for, okay? Alright, I hope you have a great day. Always remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye, y'all.